Today I'm exploring the impact of AI in video production. My name is Ronald van Kleunen, CEO of Globeron, and with me I have James Owls, MD of Mufasa. So James, tell me more about it.
Well, Mufasa is a video and photography production company. We've been in operation for 17 years. We're based in Thailand and service clients from around the world.
Right, and how does AI impact your work?
Well, this is a very interesting time. There's so many things in video production which is very long and tedious. And secretly behind the scenes, whilst everyone's talking about things like Gemini, ChatGPT and Claude, etc., in the video production world, we have tools being implemented in our editing software that we use day to day. And things that would normally have taken us like hours to do manually. For example, rotoscoping, where you would cut out someone from a background. Before you had to have someone manually do that frame by frame. There were some automation tools, but it was a very long, tedious process. Now with AI, that's helping people do these long, tedious processes much, much faster and to a very high quality. And that allows the artists to actually focus on creating things. So rather than spending days like cutting something out from a background, they can now focus their energies on like how to make the story, how to make that interesting, how to make it look amazing visually. So that's where we're getting our time back on a lot of these very long, tedious tasks. And that hopefully will be a positive for, I think, a lot of people working in roles like mine, and will allow us to actually go further on what we can do with our imaginations.
Right, yeah, that's an interesting perspective. So you're actually saying that you still need the human to orchestrate the video production, but AI will help you to save time and also to improve some qualities.
Yes, well, absolutely. I think the creative person, it's a talent that you have that it belongs to you, and it's something that you can't synthetically sort of make artificially. I mean, you can mimic it, but your imagination, your creativity, your ideas are very unique to yourself. And I think one of the best examples in history was when you had classic sort of painting artists. They were faced with the invention of the photography camera. And that was an era when actually there was a lot of debate about like, is the painting artist now redundant? But what actually happened is that we went from art movements that was about trying to make realistic paintings into something that was far more expressive. And we got abstract, we got sort of surrealism, we got Dadaism, we got many, many movements that I can't even list them all in the creative world. And that was an impact of realizing that achieving absolute reality in painting was no longer perhaps the ultimate goal. It was actually the ideas and creating something that was, I'll use the word, artistic.
Right, right. Yeah, I like that analogy because it visualizes from that people will not go away, right? We will still have AI, but we need to adopt it properly.
Yes, I mean, we have to find a new direction, because I think the audiences will probably agree that at some point you'll be kind of bored of special effects when it becomes like, well, special effects is just nothing challenging anymore. It was challenging, 1 decade ago, and in the 60s, we had amazing films where they had special effects that changed, breakthroughs in visual imagery. I mean, even history of special effects, you can go back to the 1920s when a lot of the techniques used, in modern times was actually invented back then. But now, achieving those special effects is no longer like, oh, that was really hard. AIs make it easier. So that means we now have to discover what's the new frontier. So I see a lot of people using AI to make zombie movies and zombie scenes, and I think that, that's not really that exciting anymore. It's not the spectacle that you want to see. So we're in a period now where I think storytelling and the ideas are going to find new ways to use conventional filmmaking and even the AI filmmaking to basically make a new art movement. I don't know what it will be, but it will be coming.
Yeah, exactly. It might be different audiences, right? Maybe audience of the old days, the audience in the transition to AI, and then the new audience which only grew up with AI eventually.
Yes.
But still that human touch still needs to be in control to orchestrate it properly. Yeah, that's very interesting insights.
Yes, I mean, ultimately it comes down to the story and the character. And so people really resonate with films, whether it's on a big, grand Hollywood spectacle level or a very simple story about in a mundane setting. As long as the audience love those characters and love the story, they love the film. So maybe one of the new sort of freedoms that we have now is to think less about the spectacle, and now we can focus more on the story, because creating any visuals required for it will be less of an obstacle. And I think just like what YouTube did for a lot of creators, the accessibility for people producing like film content, it's no longer in the realms of like Hollywood budgets to create these big action scenes. So maybe similar to what we saw with YouTube, we might see an explosion in a whole new world of people who were very talented, but they don't need the budgets to realize that talent anymore.
Wow, yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Exciting times.
yeah, it's very exciting times. So James, I really want to thank you for the audience as well, to share your knowledge and your view, and how we move forward in the video production industry, and how AI always will work together with a human. So thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.